resistance to have to hesitate or wait for anything. Keep walking and bless. Keep giving. Extinguish for everything. Empty out for everything without a trace. Release and liberate for everything. We assume our body, mind, knowing is forgiving. Dissolve without a trace. Liberate for everything. End the ending for everything. Once you wake up, cut, both cut and not cut, right away. Cut, let go of the cutting. Cut, not holding on to the cutting. And that is to extinguish already. Extinguish accordingly once you cut the cutting itself. Everything all the same. Keep opening widely, so everything is balanced all the time. That is a great thought. Keep on reciting everything. That is a great thought. So everything is going together, and you won't focus on any emotion. Feeling lonely, depressed, or anything. A lotus has to bloom and bloom out of the blooming. So everything from let go, both let go and not let go. Let go of both let go and not let go. Everything. Not to let go of anything, but let go of the letting go itself. Let go of both let go and not let go. To renounce, not to renounce anything. It is to renounce the renouncing and not renouncing. And it will be without a trace. No pressure, no difficulty, no suffering. It's not about keep on practicing. That is a self-torture. Renounce is not to renounce anything, but renounce the renouncing itself. Renounce both renounce and not renounce. So it won't be a self-torture in trying to renounce. Trying to renounce and not renounce. That is suffering, that is torture. Don't practice self-torture. Renounce, not renounce. Renounce both renounce and not renounce. Cut. It's just cut. Cut, not grasping on the cut itself. Cut, but let go of the cutting. Cut, both cut and not cut. Just end the ending for one another on and on. That way. Once you wake up, everything right away. First thing you do is to recite everything, open widely for the samsara right away. Open for everything. And it is everything in a way that there is no concern. In a way that is cut, both cut and not cut. That without pressure, without concern. You give up, both give up and not give up all the same. Everything. That is everything without burden, without worry. That is everything, that dissolves everything all together at once. It's everything that release and liberate for one another. It is everything that has no worries. No worries, no pressure whatsoever in everything. From renouncing, not to renounce anything, not to renounce emotion, feeling. Renounce the renouncing itself, and it won't be a torture. To renounce is from renounce the renouncing itself. Renounce, both renounce and not renounce. So there is no more pressure, no more torture of trying to renounce and not renounce. The renouncing itself is a torture. Nibbana doesn't have either renounce or not renounce. So you don't have to try to fabricate path or any attainment. Don't hesitate to let go of both renounce, not renounce. Dissolve them right away. Keep on trying to renounce and not renounce. You still obsessed with path, taking path, and trying to attain. Nibbana doesn't have either renounce, not renounce. Nibbana doesn't have either let go or not let go. So let go, both let go and not let go. Nibbana doesn't have either renounce, not renounce. That's why I say to renounce, both renounce and not renounce. Nibbana doesn't have either having or not having. Don't identify with either having or not having. Constantly recite everything. So it is great compassion, constantly. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. If you already do that, everything. The way of not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, but with everything. Keep giving, only give. Everything in the way that you give out. Keep on giving. Recite the word everything fully, completely, with full power. That is a great thought. Constantly recite everything with full power. Otherwise, you fall back to the habit of focusing, dwelling. Go on without limit. Don't fixate on going, knowing, seeing, or any perceptions. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping all the way. Not having, both having and not having. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. When you're not having, both having and not having. Right away. So it dissolves, empty out without a trace all the time. That is it. Go on. Go on and be diligent in reciting the sentences, not to focus on any stillness, any indifference. It's blocking. Open. From let go of the letting go. From give up the giving up. From renounce the renouncing. Everything together. constantly. Let go, both let go and not let go. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, constantly. Conclude and dissolve the conclusion. Keep on, conclude and dissolve the conclusion. Otherwise, you always soak in some emotion, feeling. That's a lot of habit of that. Resting in something, staying with something, with delusive attachment, with the indifference, with the stillness. You don't dissolve that. You stay with it. Let go of the letting go. Everything let go of the letting go. Let go about let go and not let go. Not grasping is from not grasping the non-grasping itself. Everything, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Isn't anything in grasping or not grasping. Not grasping means it isn't anything in either grasping or not grasping. Not grasping isn't anything in grasping or not grasping. Cut, it isn't anything in cut or not cut. Cut, dissolve the cut itself, cleansed the cut itself. Cut, give up on the cutting. Don't stay with the stillness. Keep moving and giving. You feel still, you are with the stillness that is stuck. Whatever that we have denied in the past until it becomes the karmic difficulties. Whatever grasping that we have overlaying. All and everything be forgiven. Ahosi. Ahosi. And in the future, you cannot grasping both grasping and not grasping fully, completely. Still obsessed with grasping and not grasping. That is suffering. Dissolve both grasping and not grasping. Keep giving in a way that not grasping both grasping and not grasping. In a way that not grasping both grasping and not grasping. Everything, completely, everything. You all can't stay still. Every time you are still, you are sinking, you are drowning. Whatever state, whatever emotion, feeling, you always drowning in that state. So you can't be still, awaken, and let go of that awakening. Everything in a way that not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. So it is a release, that release. Cut, both cut and not cut. Cut, that let go of the cutting itself. Not holding on to the cutting, all the same. So it released, a lotus blooming out of the blooming. Blooming out of the blooming itself. Blooming liberated from the blooming. So the fruit will be fruitful for the samsara. Whatever you look at, cut both cut and not cut. Not grasping both grasping and not grasping. Anywhere you look, anywhere you know of, cut both cut and not cut. Not grasping both grasping and not grasping together. Ending for one another all the time. Fully released and liberate for one another. Whatever you look at, whatever you know of, cut both cut and not cut. Any knowing, seeing, extinguish and empty out for everything. Not like you look at anything and it becomes a realm of existence. Look at what and it becomes stillness. Not about sinking, drowning in stillness, in anything. Cut both cut and not cut. Whatever it is, whatever type it is, cut both cut and not cut. And it will extinguish altogether. Don't just look and know anything and make it a realm of existence. When you look, you see, you know of anything. Cut both cut and not cut. So it extinguish for everything, for one another. Whatever you look, you think of, keep giving. Don't be still, don't be indifferent. Cut both cut and not cut together. So it's extinguished and empty out, end the ending for one another. Together with seeing, knowing, don't just see and know and still. Cut both cut and not cut together with everything. Everywhere, here, there, don't be stuck or staying with knowing, seeing. Not grasping. Let go of not grasping. not grasping both grasping and not grasping. Only released and liberate for one another. Keep recalling the sentence, any sentence that can extinguish and empty out for everything. Any sentence you use and it end the ending, keep using that. Any sentence that dissolved, that cleansed the dwelling, the drowning, the drowsiness, used it. Sometimes you feel that you are uncomfortable, feeling uneasy and heavy. You can give or pour water to share the parami, the merits, the blessing for them, and you will feel better, feel lighter. Also give parami, give the blessing to all that related to us in the samsara. All that we have created, interrelated through karma. Keep giving constantly giving. Just blessed to everything and everyone, and blessed toward the background, the history behind everyone, everything, even the karmic debtor. Our karmic debtors have the karmic debtors. So when we give it all the way. When we think of the sentence, to give out, fully committed, all the things and what behind the things, the beings and what behind the beings. Your palms, use them. It's not about only pouring water. You can give through your hands as well. Open your palms and give out. Every thought is a suffering in itself. Every language, every word, every sentence is a suffering in itself. So use the sentence, the language that dissolves itself, and you won't leave any suffering behind. Every language, every word, every sentence, it has a suffering within itself. So use the language in the way that it dissolves itself, not grasping, dissolve, and not grasping. That's why it's not grasping, the non-grasping itself. Every sentence, it is a suffering in itself. So use the sentence in a way that it dissolves itself. Use only the self-dissolved sentence. Any thought, it is a suffering in itself. So let it be a thought that dissolves itself. That's why everything isn't about grasping, not grasping both. Not grasping the non-grasping itself, it's not grasping both grasping and not grasping. I said this before, because everything is suffering. Not grasping, it has to be not grasping. Even the non-grasping itself is the not grasping in itself is a suffering. That's why Nibbana doesn't have either grasping and not grasping. Once there is grasping, there is suffering. There is not grasping, there is suffering. So that's why not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Dissolve both grasping and not grasping. I have said this before, Nibbana doesn't have either having or not having. Have no limit. Because it's from not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Not stuck at any point. It is something without limit. everything. Don't focus or specific on anything.